I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and welcome to my channel. And having made our way from Lancashire into West Yorkshire and then back into Lancashire, you're joining us now on a pretty fast section on the way from Cliviger towards Burnley. As you can see, we've got blue skies and it was time to go for a fantastic ride on the bike again, and today we're heading out towards North Yorkshire to the village of Hellifield. So let's have a look at the map, and that's where we're based in the United Kingdom. And today's ride's going to be 75 miles with over 4,200 feet of climbing. Or in new money, that's 120 kilometres and over 1,280 metres in elevation gain. So what can I tell you about Hellifield? Well, its history is linked with agriculture and the railway network, and it was also reported that grey wolves used to roam this land as far back as the 16th century. But today's ride was all about finding the cafe at the railway station. But let's have a look at the map in more detail and some key features of today's ride. So at about 24 miles, we've got the major climb of the day, when we take on the climb of Blacko, which leads us then in towards Gisburn, and we climb to 1,035 feet above sea level, from the valley below, which is at 400 feet. And then the next section is what you might call the juicy bit in the middle, which is a 35-mile loop around some fantastic countryside, passing through Lancashire and North Yorkshire, and en route passing through places such as Napa, Coniston Cold, Gargrave, Thornton-in-Craven and Fulridge. And the final section is what you might call the 30 miles an hour all the way home, but it's not. It just feels like it is. So let's get back to the ride, where I bumped into two local legends. It was Chris White and Dave Schofield.
Just died.
You alright?
I died, yeah.
Blinking heck. The gear's just died.
Where are you off to? This coin's just gone in that one.
Whoa.
Well, it's warm when we start.
So having made our quick introductions, it was Nelson next, and then on to Barrowford, before the climb of Blacko. And here we are on quite a fast section of the A682, and it's actually called Scotland Road. And we're just going under the M65 there. And you're joining me live on the road now, 22 miles into the ride, and we're on the climb of the A682 to Blacko, and it's a fantastic April afternoon. We've got blue skies all around, and I can see Pendle Hill to my left. We just get round this first major part of the climb, this big right-hander, and then we enter the West Riding of Yorkshire. We've already been in West Yorkshire and Lancashire a few times already. It's time to leave Lancashire once again. So there's the climb ahead. It's a nice gentle climb. We've got a slight headwind, bit of a breeze, but that's okay. And we'll get over the top, hopefully get some fantastic views across the Yorkshire Dales, and we'll drop down then in towards Gisburn. There's the summit ahead, and we're now in the borough of the Ribble Valley. Okay, we've crested the summit now. We've got fantastic views ahead. I can see Pennines. That's all the Yorkshire Dales National Park ahead. Then we've got a little right-hander and then a left-hander. We're doing 30 miles an hour. Nice and easy now. Left-hander, 32 miles an hour. That view there is just fantastic. The wind is coming across my right to my left. Right-hander, 35 miles an hour. 37. Still bearing right-handed. Car, get over. Okay, 36 miles an hour. Slight left-hander, 37. Right-hander. Miles an hour, left-hander, farmyard. Okay, get up here, change gear. 28 miles an hour. That's levelled off. Still 28.
left-hander, and it'll start to drop again. Back up to 30 miles an hour. This descent's not super quick. It's not steep enough. We've got a car behind. There you go. Another car. That's 35 miles an hour. We've got a signpost. Farm traffic. Now the road drops down here. There's the caravan park at Todber. Okay, we're now freewheeling. That's 37 miles an hour. A right-hander. And then that road ahead gradually climbs up. We're a bit further on down now on that descent, but we're climbing. It's not actually a true descent, it's quite undulating. So we've got a little crest here, and we'll drop down into Gisburn. And we've done like 28 miles so far. Feeling okay. So if we make our way through Gisburn, take a left now, on the 682 again, I can see a sign for Long Preston. That'll do. We'll make our way along this road. It's a nice little road, this. I've been down it many a time. That was a wicked dip there, just out of Gisburn. 43 miles an hour in that dip on the right-hander. Fantastic.
And so here we are now on the A682 still, not too far from Hellifield. Be mindful of other road users. And we're crossing into another county. It's North Yorkshire now.
And when you're in North Yorkshire, you're entitled to say, it's God's country.
And very shortly afterwards, we're on the approach to Hellifield, and there's my signpost. Looking at the road, I have got good visibility, but it can be quite a busy main road. I've got double white lines, so I'm looking over my shoulder constantly, looking out for cars and motorbikers. I take this right turn now onto the Hellifield road and make my way towards the village.
Right, well, we're just going to go and find the cafe, and I think it's at the railway station somewhere just down here. I just met a couple of cyclists there. I said, where's that cafe? So they pointed me in the right direction. It's somewhere up here, and I think if it's open we can get a brew on the platform. So there it says the Shed, 24 hours. That's where I want to be going. Railway station, it's up here. Let's go find a cafe.
Now on this occasion I had to be quick, because I think the cafe closed at 4 o'clock and it was 3:58, and I thought it was open for 24 hours.
Just closing, so let's get in there, get a quick drink and a cake. Oh, what can I have?
We've got some scones.
Yep, that'll do.
Chocolate brownie, Rivola.
A scone's perfect.
Yeah, and cold drinks or hot drinks.
Have you got a hot drink?
Yeah.
Coffee's fine, yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, lovely.
And I really needed this jam scone, and it was great to sit there on the platform with the sun beaming down.
Well, this is a fantastic little cafe. It's a little gem. Nice scone, good brew. There's a train there with wood on it going back miles. I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. We've got the sun here, really warm. It's perfect. Another good thing is, to be honest, the cafe was actually closed and it's just gone 4 o'clock. I've set off really late today, but they still allow me, to come in, get a brew, get a scone. So that's excellent. Here's that train. I mean, look how long that goes back. It's amazing. Right, well I can't outstay my welcome. They are taking the tables away one by one. So it's time to make our way back. Right, this train's about to leave. There you go. I wonder where they've come from. Maybe Scotland, I don't know. It's a long, long train though. It's still coming. I can see the end of it now. Here we go. Last few more carriages. It's a nice smell of wood on that train. You can really get the smell. And that's the last one there. But we're on that thing. Well, that was a little gem. Definitely a cafe to come back to. And if you've not been here, I'd recommend it. Now that cafe over my shoulder, Hazy Daisy, is another one that I wanted to go to, but I think it's shut at the moment. Anyway, we've got choices now, back via Nelson the way we came, or that way towards Skipton. I think we'll try Skipton. Gargrave, Skipton, and see where it takes us after that. I'm making progress now on the A65. It can be busy, it is busy, because everyone's out after lockdown. And I'm finding that these rolling hills, on the flat, on the downhill, it's 24, 25 mile an hour. On the climbs, it's 12. Very sapping on the legs. 40 miles into the ride. So we'll see what we can do. Maybe get off this busy road. Behind me there is the Dalesman Tea Room. That is a classic cycling cafe. I was going there in 1983 with Todmord and Wheelers. You know, these are my old haunts. I can't help it, I'm drawn to the place. We're going to do that road there, Church Street, and make our way back and link into the A59 that way.
So let's have a quick look at the map at where we are. And as you can see, we're right in the centre of Gargrave. And what a lovely little village this is. And we're in the Craven district of North Yorkshire, and Skipton's not too far away. We're 40 miles into the ride. We've got another 35 miles to get back home, through some really nice undulating countryside as we head back towards Lancashire. And so having made our way past the railway station at Gargrave, we worked our way along this fantastic country lane. It's called Church Street, and it's also known as Gargrave Road, and it's just a stunning place to ride your bike. The pace is really good, and that's why I keep coming back to these places. It's basically cycling heaven. And here we are now, just approaching the A59, where we take a right and head back towards Clitheroe and Colne.
Now we're back on another busy road, the A59. I've got Skipton behind me, and we're going to head towards Clitheroe. So here we are now on the A59, about 44 miles in. There's my sign, Colne and Burnley, the A56 and the A682. So we're cruising along at 23 miles an hour. Get to this roundabout and we'll take a left. I think I've actually got a bit of a tailwind here. It's a bit hard to tell today, but you know, if I can tick along at 20 odd mile an hour, I'll settle for that. Here we go, take this left. Nice bit of road along here. Right, we just got over that nice little climb out of Thornton in Craven. So let's keep the pace high and make our way towards the Burnley side now. Well, Colne, then Burnley. Nice downhill section here. A nice right-hander, left-hander. 35 mile an hour round the bend. We're actually right on the speed limit here. Just carrying some nice pace. Well, the progress is pretty good now. Just passing that pub, the Old Stone Trough, on the A56. We've got Barnoldswick on the right. We're cruising at 21 mile an hour. Enjoying the ride. Well, we're in Colne now. 51 mile done so far. Nice smooth tarmac as well. Made some really good ground up there. Felt like I was cycling at 21 mile an hour everywhere. Sometimes it was 28, 29. Other times it was 12 on the big climbs. So that's 54 mile, and that completes the loop on the map. Whoa, 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 watch it! Run green! And as you can see, we've got pedestrians who just don't look. And if I run into them, it's my fault. At the end of the day, you know, we're on bikes, make sure your brakes work, keep your eyes peeled, because when you're putting the screw down a bit, people can't judge your speed. Did I say putting the screw down? Did I mean turning the screw? I'm not sure. But when you're going full gas, have your wits about you. Whoa, 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 watch it! Run green! Whoa! We're 58 mile in, I've run out of water, so I'm going to stop for a bit of a refresh for the final push home. It's about 16 mile, but you know, that could be 45 minutes the way I'm flying. It could be over an hour in winter, that. In fact, it was just here where I met Chris and Dave before. I don't know. On the way out, so. Oh yeah. I normally stop here for a drink.
Well, that was a cracking ride out, and yes, we did finish off on that fantastic section which I call 30 miles an hour all the way home, but it's not quite 30 miles an hour all the way home. And so today we covered 75 miles. With 4,100 feet of elevation gain, the average speed was 17.2 miles per hour, which isn't too bad when you take into account all the filming that I've had to do. The maximum speed was 42.7 miles per hour, and we covered this distance in 4 hours and 20 minutes. But on the next cycling video, we're back out with the guys. And there wasn't a bad turnout either. And we're cycling into the heart of Lancashire, not too far from Chorley and Leyland, where we found a cracking cafe in Rufford, and it was called the Boathouse Cafe. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, people. But if you like these videos, let me know and I'll make some more for you. I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and welcome to my channel.